Hi Virgo, welcome back. So Virgo, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. So Virgo, as when I was sitting in the energy meditating for your reading, there was like a stillness in the air, almost like a silence that kind of overcame the room, right? So there could be like that stillness energy around you. It could feel like you could benefit from maybe some time with yourself in silence, okay? Or it actually felt very peaceful to me, so I don't feel like that was a painful silence. I felt like more of a peacefulness. So if you haven't been having like peace of mind or peace in your heart, I feel like there is that peacefulness coming in for you if you are open to it. And I did hear that you need to be open to receiving that type of energy, okay? And the way that you can be open to it is by clearing your mind, meditating, sitting in silence for 10-15 minutes, okay? So the other message I got was a song. I believe it's Alison Krauss, but she says, "It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart and drown out the dark." And, you know, when I think about like that singer, she has a very soft toned voice. Okay, so I don't know if that resonates with you, that song, but it just reminds me kind of the energy that I was feeling, like the softness. Like sometimes Virgo, you can be a little bit hard around the edges, okay, especially my masculine Virgos, right? Or if you carry a lot of masculine energy, even if you're a feminine. But there is always that softness inside of every single Virgo that I've ever met and known that would speak straight to your heart, right? Like you can turn that softness on. It's always living inside of you. And I feel like you tapping into that more softer part of yourself, okay? Your more feminine energy, whether you're male or female. So let's get into it and see, Virgo, what we have coming out. I have the third house of perception here. So I heard, as soon as I picked that up, perception is in the eye of the beholder. Well, of course. But also this talks about conversations and speech, social media, online activity, kind of exploring just new topics of discussion, being open to that, the universe asking you to be open to that, all right? So your overall energy is the Eight of Wands, Virgo. Ooh, man. Misfire. Eight of Wands. Sorry. Stay. All right. And the person you're connecting with is the Two of Swords. So, again, this card talks about communication, right? Communication being important. If you're communicating with this person or, you know, to someone that's meaningful to you, the advice is to speak straight from your heart, right? To allow yourself to have that softness, to not be afraid of that part of you. Vulnerability is a strength, right? Now, these days, people will have you believing that that's a weakness, but those people don't understand law of attraction and they don't understand themselves. The ability to fully honor your emotions and be yourself and not be afraid of that is a strength. And it's a strength that you have, Virgo, that you can pull on whenever you want. This person has the Two of Swords. So some of you, it's like one person is open, right? And the other person is still a little bit uncertain. Swap the energy how you want. I'm actually feeling it in this person's side. There seems to be some uncertainty here, maybe a block in communication for a few of you, but they're being asked to open their perception, okay? So we'll see what that is about and why there is uncertainty over here. We're going to look at the recent past energy and what led up to the now moment. And then we're going to look at your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, your hopes, and most likely future outcome. That song is still playing. She says, old Mr. Webster could never define what's being said between your heart and mine. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. Woo! That's a beautiful song. Check that song out. You might randomly hear that song, right? In a store, social media, on the radio. Maybe go check out the lyrics as well. Okay. But, all right. So, leading up into the now, you have the Chariot, the Star, Cancerian, Aquarius, Gemini energy out so far. The Lovers. Holy cow. And the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. So you have 3 major arcana here showing up for you, Virgo. Now, this could also be placements in your chart, the signs I just read off, but it's the influencing energy, even if it's not. It's like all this vast movement forward to a hope that you have, a wish that you have, something that you've really... I said, what? Okay, I heard put out on the line, put on the line, something you put on the line. I don't know. You had to put yourself on the line for, I'm not sure. But it's just like, there's something here, Virgo, that maybe you'd been really focused on or, you know, wanting to work towards in the past. And it's something that you have a lot of desire and a lot of hope entangled in. And there does seem to be movement forward here as we go into the now energy. It could be definitely in regards to a very important relationship to you, but it could also be merging the relationship between you and you, your lower self, your higher self. But I feel like this card talks about progression, and the Star card talks about, you know, hope, hopefulness. The Lovers is a strong connection, right? So there seems to be some progress around a very strong connection. Likely it is with this person, but doesn't have to be. And it's just like, some of y'all, whether you want it to be heavily focused on it or not, you just can't take your eyes off of it. Or I heard eyes on the prize. Some of you have your eyes on the prize when it comes to something or someone that you really want, Virgo. And there is progression here, meaning like the energy is building up in your favor, I feel. So let's see this person's recent past energy, Virgo. This person's recent past energy, 5 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles. Ooh. The Empress and the King of Cups. So this person might have suffered some sort of loss in the past or the recent past here. That kind of made them want to detach maybe, or to emotionally kind of remove themselves from a situation. It definitely refocused this person's attention onto other areas of their life, to pay more attention maybe to their own well-being, their career. I feel like this is a lot of distraction energy, so it could be that this person was kind of distracting themselves with other things to keep them occupied and kind of away from feeling their feelings. I feel like this person did not really want to acknowledge feelings or to, you know, allow something in. I get a sense of like, whether it was because of you, Virgo, or someone else in their life, or maybe even like childhood wounding. Like this person, you know, not really being open to fully being vulnerable because of fear of, they're giving me the word reprise, which is really interesting because I don't even know what that means. Okay. I was going to say the fear of being vulnerable, because maybe that was taken advantage of in this person's past. And so they've kind of learned this coping mechanism. Well, if I just detach and if I just don't let anyone behind these walls, then I don't have to worry about, you know, going through that again or suffering. But in reality, what they're doing is they're pushing love away from their life. And the universe is asking this person to bring their walls down a little bit, but it certainly is up to them, right? They have free will here and how they're going to proceed. So let's go into perception of each other. and how you view each other. And keep in mind that perception is an eye of the beholder, as I said earlier, meaning it might be your truth, but it may not be this person's. How do you see the connection? Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Emperor, the Tower. So, Virgo, intuitively, I feel like you know what's up, right? I think there's a sense of like wanting to be in control, but then at the same time, there's like an uncontrollable urge showing up, or there's something that you know is out of your control. There might be extenuating circumstances around this connection that are out of your control, like quite literally, but universe is saying kind of and not really, because you have complete control over how you decide to feel about this, and how you decide to feel about this matters a lot, because how you feel is how you manifest the next chapter, right? So needing to keep it high vibrational, Virgo, when you're thinking or considering the connection, if you're wanting to go in that direction, right? I feel like I just keep hearing, I know what's up, okay? So you may see this person as someone that you're intuitively drawn to, that kind of handles their own business, but at the same time, there's some instability around the connection, and they're not really showing me what that is. Let me actually get a clarification on that. What is the Tower? What is the instability around? Oh, it's in, oh, okay. So there's something here about like unpredictable energy. It could be like really hard to read this person, Virgo, or there's a lot of like unpredictable energy around the connection in general, where it's hard to know like what this person's next move is going to be. There might be some insecurity around that, which if you're feeling insecure when you think about that, that is exactly what universe is saying. Then don't give that thought your attention, because the more you give that thought your attention, the more insecure you will become. And so to redirect your focus. And if it's not you, it could be certainly that that's how this person feels. Swap it if you need to, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. So let's see what this person's perception is then. Really? Why? Every time I go to get this person's cards out, they go everywhere. Eee. All of a sudden my head itches. Maybe this person's a little bit energetically messy right now. What's their perception? Five of Pentacles. Wow, the Page of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Devil. Really interesting. So for some reason, this person is battling with some deep-seated fears here, and it has to be around, or it looks to be around like things like insecurities, but also fear of abandonment, maybe addictive tendencies or obsessive tendencies. Or that could be how they see you. Especially if you're a masculine Virgo, this person may feel like you have some things that you need to work on, like toxic behaviors or addictive behaviors possibly, that are creating some sort of blockage here. But take it as it resonates, right? It could be you, it could be them. It's just a sense of like this person kind of holding themselves away from what it is that they want, for fear of, I got that word again, reprisal. What in the heck? I kind of know what that word means, but not really. I'm sure you guys will put it in the chat, but it's a sense of like, if I just don't let anyone in, then I don't have to worry about it. But yet at the same time, this person obsessively thinks about wanting to give to the connection, I feel. or there's some sort of obsessiveness or fixation around the connection, whether it's coming from you or them. I just had my heart skip a beat when I said that. Okay. The song in my head. It's Mariah Carey. I don't know why I get Mariah Carey all the time. She says, I can't live if living is without you. No, I can't forget this evening or your face as you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way the story goes. That's the lyrics that are coming through. Whew, there's some intense energy around this, Virgo. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the emotional space. Go a little bit deeper and see what this is about. The emotional space for Virgo. 5 of Wands. Queen of Wands. 10 of Wands, Judgment, and the King of Wands with the 2 of Cups. Wow. So, emotionally, there's a lot of maybe internal conflict around this, or like, if it's not internal conflict, I feel it is though, it could be like this competing energy, okay? Competing energy is what I'm feeling. So, this is a lot to carry. This is a lot to carry around with you in your heart space, you know, and you know you need to make a decision, but there's pride involved. There's a little bit of temperament involved, but there's also a lot of desire and passion, and yet it's insurmountable is the word that I'm getting, like insurmountable. Could feel like there's a lot of pressure here to make a decision and to act on something, but something about the timing not being just right just yet, but yet then feeling like this struggle because you want to get something off of the ground, but I'm getting a song. I know, I really love you. I want someone to love me. Is that what he says? I don't know. Some of you want someone to love or someone to love you. And yet this feels like a challenge more so than that peacefulness that I felt at the beginning of the reading. So it's like as things mount up, and I will not tell you a song popped through. Actually I will. Mount up. It was a clear black moon. Regulators, the song Regulators. You know, all kinds of songs. Anyways, as like it starts off like something you're really hoping for, right? It's something you have a lot of hope tied around, but at the same time not really rushing it, not really pushing it, just enjoying the thought of it. But then as things become more of a reality, right? Or like as time passes, then the energy becomes denser, or it's starting to mount up, and now it's creating like a very strong desire and maybe even this feeling of pressure. Okay, don't mind my dog. All right, so let's look at the emotional space for this person. The Hierophant. Man, my heart keeps having palpitations. I have not had heart palpitations in a long time. Some of you, you know, there's a lot of heart chakra energy activation going on. It's every time I go into this person's energy. All right, so let's see what the emotions are. The Hierophant, the 10 of Wands, Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles. So This person, I heard trying my patience. So there's something here that's trying this person's patience or requiring some sort of patience that I feel like also puts pressure on this person, right? Because I don't get that this person likes to be patient. And I can certainly relate to that, but it's like there's some sort of pressure buildup going on in this person's energy. Kind of similar to the energy I was feeling on your end. And it has to deal around commitments or relationship or this relationship. And is getting heavy, you know, it's weighing on this person. It has them like kind of a bit back and forth in their emotions, and they're trying to stay grounded, right? So that they don't make any impulsive decisions. But here's that Tower. So I feel like some of you, the universe might intervene here, you know, and kind of make the decision for this person or for you. But it's for the highest good of both, I feel, and it's actually going to bring some sort of empowerment to the situation. So if there's a mix-up, right, if there's been a delay, and then, you know, something changes external from this connection, it is for the highest good of the connection. Just something to keep in mind. So that message is coming through pretty clearly. So what are the hopes? The Seven of Cups. So you got choices here. You got options for some of you. You know, some of you want to keep your options open. Others of you, it's more so of like just wanting to be really clear about how you're feeling. And some of you want to let go of this pressure. What's this person's hope? This person wants passion. I heard Some Like It Hot. I think that's a movie, a Marilyn Monroe movie. But that's hot. That was Paris Hilton. So anyways, there's passion here. Ooh, buddy. Okay, so let's go to most likely future outcome and see what that has to say. And keep in mind that all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will. You're in the driver's seat, no one else. I'm just giving you a snapshot. So most likely outcome based on the energy today. The Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles. There's also could be something going on about the dream state. All right, the dreams that you're having or the dreams that this person is having. Give me one on the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. So again, commitments, relationships, all of that being highlighted. It might have felt like there was some stagnancy around this area or maybe around this person, but there is a pathway that is being carved out energetically speaking, and actually it can go two different ways. It just kind of depends on, they're saying it depends on how you feel about this, right? If you can stay in a good feeling space about this, then you're carving a path towards what it is that you're wanting. However, if you dwell too long in the blockages or the issues of something, then you're also carving a path towards that. So you always have free will in what you give focus to in your mind and in your heart. And so that's why it requires a lot of strength to stay in control of your mind. That's why the most intelligent people that are walking this earth today are strong-minded people, meaning they are very discerning about what they give focus to and what they don't give focus to. And so this is going to require a strong mind, Virgo. And for you to be able to see the good in it, if that's the direction you're wanting to go. Now, if you're not wanting to go that direction, then go ahead and think any of the thoughts that you want, and another path will be carved out, you know. But Some of you are kind of longing for like equal give and take and openness, and for this person, for a lot of you. So that's kind of how you get there, right? It's like, if you're going to think about this and mull it over, then think about it in a positive light. Think about it in the perspective of, okay, what would I like to receive, right? What would I like to happen? And some people might say, well, that's just airy-fairy stuff, but it is the law of the universe that you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. So what does it hurt to think positively? Nothing. Nothing. Because even if you don't get exactly what you want, the universe will give you the equivalent of it, energetically speaking. I think I can still hear that song. I want someone to love me. All right, so let's see what this person's hope is. The Four of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Magician. Wow, the Two of Wands. So this person is carving out, there's the Emperor and the Strength card. This person is also carving out pathways, right? And they also have a choice of which direction they want to go in. And so their choice is more based around, well, do I hold on to what I know and what I have, or do I strike out and try something new? And they're going to be called to make a decision as well that's going to require strength, but it's also going to require for them to stay focused and in control, because the Emperor is the Emperor for a reason, right? The Emperor or the Empress is that because they have strong-minded energy, a strong focus, and little to deter them otherwise. So it is going to require that out of this person if they're wanting to carve some sort of new energy or new path. But I feel they're being presented as a choice. Hold on to what I know. And then they're saying, and forever hold your peace. Speak now or forever hold your peace. So I got that peacefulness, right? Like that peaceful energy at the very beginning of the reading. So what brings you peace? That's what your cross watcher needs to ask themselves, and you as well. Like, when you think of what it could be, does that bring you peace of mind, or does that create anxiety? Because if it creates anxiety, that's not a path you want to go down. If it creates peace of mind, you're being supported in that path. That's how you can tell what's for you and what's not for you. It really is that simple. You know, if it feels good, it's good. So like, this person needs to kind of ask themselves that question, right? When they're deciding what next step they're going to take. But they are manifesting some sort of opening in the energy here with a lot of potential. But they have to be willing to kind of let go of something in order to get something here. And it might require strength. So, wow. Let's look at the Osho Zen real quick. No. All right. You have... wow, these came out in the reverse. Possibilities, and then the stress card and the sorrow card in the reverse. So what needs to be let go of? Stress and sorrow. Old wounding on this person's end that I feel like is still residing within them somewhere, or within you. Take it as it resonates, but it's holding someone back from being open to going down the path of possibilities. So what is the guidance? This says a father's love, and it came out on this person's end. Something about the father figure being important as to how this person like behaves in relationships, whether that be good or bad. or absence of a father possibly, but this says a father's love never truly dies. The strength gained from such love is unquantifiable and can be tapped into. Whether your father is still here or passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds. And then you have the card of cleanse, but I'm actually feeling this one more, and it says nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer. If you're able to get outside and get connected with nature and maybe even do some cleansing of your energy, that would be ideal. And that just reminded me that when I meditated earlier on your energy, I did see a butterfly. In particular, it was yellow, a yellow butterfly. That might have some meaning to some of you. But that's what I have, guys. Wow, really interesting. I almost said sweet reading. It was kind of a sweet reading. Zodiac signs that you might be dealing with or have in your own birth chart or in the chart of this person. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Taurus, lots of Taurus here, Leo, Sag, Aries again, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing to keep in mind. Could be dealing with any zodiac sign as it is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff as I do go live there as well, and I have videos over there as well. All of it linked in the description box, as well as in the About section where you can find the donation link. For those of you who'd like to donate, you can do so there. Also, if you like my top, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Also linked in the description box. I am wishing you guys the best either way, and until next time, my friends, namaste.